a positive, optimistic, conservative message. I thank you, and I ask you to stand with us again. We are on a path to victory. We've won 5 states in a row because of courageous conservatives standing together, because of the party uniting. And if we continue to do that, we are in all likelihood headed to a contested convention in Cleveland, and at that convention, I be elected by the people, win the nomination, and then go on to beat Hillary Clinton in November and turn this country around. This is an opportunity, and this is all going to be decided in the next 60 days between now and California. So please stand with us, and we're going to win.
All right, Senator Cruz, thanks for calling in. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, my friend. God bless.
All right, God bless. And what he means by these Democrat districts in New York, there may be 3, 4, 5, 6, 8,000 people who vote who are Republican in these districts, and you will determine perhaps who the 3 delegates are from that congressional district. So if you're in a Democrat district, you shouldn't say, well, what's the point of voting? His point is, actually, that's more important than even in these big Republican districts. It's all important. But one vote in one of these Democrat districts where there's really a nominal number of Republicans will have a greater influence on the process. So, by the way, all the talk with Trump about, hey, I believe in democracy, notice that's not really that democratic either. But it is the system in New York. I'll be right back.
Mark Levin. Backbone Radio with Matt Dunn. Listen to the podcast on our mobile app or at 710knus.com. Never miss a minute of the Peter Boyle Show. Listen to the podcast on our mobile app or at 710knus.com. Never miss a minute of the Craig Silverman Show. Listen to the podcast on our mobile app or at 710knus.com.
Are you buying a car? Are you excited about wandering all over town to find it? Or looking forward to wasting time on national websites with cars for sale on some lot or backyard in New Jersey? Well, here's a local resource, ColoradoAutomall.com. Before you waste $1 more, $1 more gallon of gas, or 1 more minute of your time online, go to ColoradoAutomall.com, where local dealers show their local inventory one click away. It's virtual, it's user-friendly, and it's loaded with cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles, new and used, from local dealers. ColoradoAutomall.com.
Like 2 little brothers.
This radio station exists to fulfill your insatiable appetite for news and information. If it happens here or around the world and it matters to you, we'll be the first to tell you about it and what it means. But that's not all. Our sister station exists to give your life meaning and purpose through the teaching of the Holy Bible. 710KNUS
See you there,
exists
my
to
friend.
tell you about the world. 94.7 KRKS exists to change the world. Together, we can do it. Never miss a minute of the Dan Caplis Show. Listen to the podcast on our mobile app or at 710knus.com.
Point, click, bam! ColoradoAutomall.com. Thousands of cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and motorcycles virtually at your fingertips. Colorado Automall. That's your front range dealer's inventory of new and used vehicles for the local shopper. Photos, descriptions, options, make, model, and body style. It's all there at ColoradoAutomall.com. The research tool you need to find your next ride could not be easier to use. Your next ride is online and on sale at ColoradoAutomall.com.
if you can't get to it when you need it. If you're faced with an intruder, you won't have time to run to the safe, dial a combination, or find a key. That's why I use the Gun Box. The Gun Box company provides the most advanced firearm storage devices that allows you to keep your gun safe from children while providing instant access to you, allowing you to defend immediately. The Gun Box products are attractive and designed to be displayed in the open, on your coffee table, nightstand, on your desk, or any place else. You know, other safes go under the bed, downstairs, or in your closet, but not the Gun Box. With the Gun Box, you keep your gun where it needs to be, available in an instant. The Gun Box is the natural response to those of us who love guns and those of you who fear guns. Get your Gun Box today. Go to thegunbox.com. That's thegunbox.com. Type in Levin, Levin at checkout, and you'll receive 10% off. That's thegunbox.com. Enter Levin. That's thegunbox.com.
On the right side of reality. Charlie, do I give you my word that you will not be harmed in any way? Mark Levin is on the radio. Now back to Mark Levin. News Talk 710, KNUS.
Ladies and gentlemen, bags under your eyes give away your age. Genucel from Chamonix will fix this problem while targeting those stubborn bags with effective all-natural ingredients. See, it's all about science. Genucel uses plant stem cell technology to give you beautiful, healthy, glowing skin, free of bags and puffiness, and the results are amazing. Here's Ann from Sherman Oaks, California.
Wow.
Right away, I felt my skin tightening up. My normal routine is now just Genucel instead of layers and layers of makeup. Amazing product, will not go a day without it. You know, everyone's using Genucel these days, and yes, Genucel works for both men and women. In fact, with its instant effects, you'll see results in the first 12 hours, guaranteed, or your money back. Stop letting those bags weigh your face down. Call now, 800-SKIN-604, 800-SKIN-604. Order now. Chamonix will double the amount of Genucel immediate effects with your order for free. Call 800-SKIN-604. That's 800-SKIN-604. Mike, a New York firefighter, Brooklyn, the great WABC. Go.
I'm a survivor of 9/11, so you can't tell me anything. You didn't know about New York values.
Wow, you're a very, very remarkable man. I want to thank you for what you did on 9/11. That's number one. And number two, you're for Cruz. Now, why are you for Cruz?
He's the most Reagan-esque. He follows the Constitution. If we lose the Constitution, we're going to lose our nation.
Man, you're right on. I appreciate it. Now, tell me, do a lot of the other guys and gals think this way?
It's all mixed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But it's not 100% Trump or 100% Hillary?
Trump or Hillary, no. There's a lot of Hillary supporters, but it's New York.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Mike?
Yeah.
I want to give you a Levin TV subscription, so don't hang up. And God bless you, my friend, and thank you. And thank all the wonderful men and women in New York that gave me my start there. That's right. We salute our armed forces, police officers, firefighters, and emergency personnel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow, America. I'm Mark Levin.
Digital marketing. An opulent banquet concludes the morning's festivities.
Welcome to today's edition of the Rush 24/7 podcast.
Well, you know, this is actually starting to take off. A bunch of Democrats here, a bunch of them now starting to get mad that Bernie supporters are throwing money at Hillary. You know, like she's a call girl, like she's a pole dancer, like she's a stripper. They're throwing money at her. And all kinds of Democrats starting to get ticked off at it. Charlie Rangel's the latest. You got some people on MSNBC. I mean, who would know? You know, just ignore it. But, man, they're all ramped up about this, calling attention to it. Bernie Sanders supporters are throwing dollar bills. Maybe even Hamilton's at Hillary. Hey, folks, great to have you back here. 800-282-2882 if you want to be on the program. The email address, If you want to send an email, I checked them, is lrushbo@eibnet.com. I am told by the webmaster that we set an email record all of last week for email to lrushbo@eibnet.com. Never seen anything like it. That's after weeding out the spam. We have a terrific spam filter. Normally, folks, we get 10,000 emails. It's just during the course of the program, over the 24-hour period. It's a large number, and we blew through those numbers. So something happened last week that excited people one way or the other. Just mentioning, and I'm not going to get into specifics of why or guessing what it was. So much happens here. So much is discussed here. It's impossible to be able to nail it down. I just wanted to pass it on to you. The drive-by media, before we get to the latest on the two campaigns, the drive-by media this morning just breathless over the wrap-up of oral arguments before the Supreme Court on whether to let Obama's executive orders on illegal aliens stand. But speaking of which, there's a USA Today piece today all upset about this. All of a sudden now, USA Today editorial upset at Obama's executive orders. But do you know why? Well, what does this mean that Cruz or Trump might do if they're elected? Yes, sir, Bob. Now they're starting to focus on what happens if the next president decides to run things the way Obama has been. So now the drive-bys, take a look at this, are going to start going on record as opposing executive orders just to set that narrative up for the next president. They have nothing to do with stopping Obama. They'll just be expressions of concern and troubled thinking about this. But back to the Supreme Court oral arguments today. This is the real reason that Obama has gone so far as to offer a supposedly moderate liberal as his nominee to replace Justice Scalia. Obama is that desperate to win this case. You see, a tie at the Supreme Court lets the lower court ruling stand.